Hello, friends and family. I am so excited to tell you I'm almost there figuring out all of Rumble. You can catch me at RavenMoonstone, all one word, RavenMoonstone channel on Rumble, where I have recently uploaded 2 videos for your sharing pleasure, and one of them is very important. I would like you to share to as many people as possible. So, yeah, I've been doing interviews all day. So I'm like, I just thought I'd tell everybody where to find these interviews. And I think this is just going to be a fun little show. My kid went to work. I'm staying. If you haven't been paying attention or haven't been really following along, I'm in the city, in the heart of the city, and I was staying out of the city for the last 14 or 15 months. And it seems like I keep getting called back to be here. So, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, just a lot of adjustments. I'm praying for a timeline shift. So, really quickly. Hi from Norway and all of the people who are watching. Look at my t-shirt. I had to buy a shirt, and I know this is, I think, a Marvel Christmas shirt or whatever, but this is a Guardian of the Galaxy and his name is Rocket. And I'm like, I feel like I'm a Guardian of the Galaxy, so I might as well wear it. It is blustery snow in Calgary after being such a beautiful fall. We have had such extremely good weather up until like 26 degrees during the day, and then it goes all the way cold to like 0 or 4. And then, but now it's actually full on snowing. So, anyhow, what I thought I would chat about is, first of all, I'll do a card reading. Second of all, is anyone else like really feeling like there's weird things happening? Like people looking like they're one way, and then when they come up to you, they look totally different. Just curious because that's happened to me. And I did a video with Greg from Rise. Yes, I am Eddie. I'm on RavenMoonstone on Rumble. So it's just plain old RavenMoonstone. And you can find the red polka dotted dress picture. I think that's probably the most useful one. So, anyways, and Eddie, please share the video called The Calgary Newfie Family and make sure everybody's grounding themselves before and after while we're sharing and talking about that particular video and the family, and still offering prayers of protection and reunification. I can feel a lot just shifting. So I know a lot of big people have been feeling extra weird and really strange, like strange things happening in the Matrix. So, yeah, Nicole, for anybody that did watch that story, it is an incredible story. This is an incredible family. Oh my goodness, they give me goosebumps. They're honestly the sweetest people you could meet. I mean, honestly, yeah. So, just really am grateful for that. Those 2 people. I can't even mention their names, of course, here. And the other thing that's happening is, okay, I'll have to watch that. I haven't had a chance. I know what you're saying, though. Okay, so I'll have to go watch that video, Eddie. But yeah, I've also been having with Angel Spice in the UK. We've been having this. We might do a little Zoom call because it's hilarious, and just read off some of the text that we have because it's so. Some people would think it's crazy, but literally all day long, all we do back and forth to each other is text. I just saw 555 at 5:55, or it was just 444 and then 333 and then 222 111 888 666. I saw 666 in the same parking lot that I saw 222 and 666, and then on a corner you can see 222 222 222. So we have these little funny synchronistic things that I just love and appreciate. So yes, very strange dreams too. I feel like we're remembering a lot of our purpose. And yeah, months. Actually, it's been years for me. My 3 digits are in my middle of my social insurance number. Like I care. Um, are triple digits. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that makes me special. Yeah, special. Let's rip her off more. I'm just kidding. Oh, I want to break out of this matrix so bad. Like, so bad. Yes, 144 comes up a lot too. And I've got 3 cards that have come out in particular, but I'm just going to pull one more that's kind of scooching around from the deck. So just so you know, I read the cards for I've read the cards for the family before and after each interview, and also like super accurate and also in alignment with things that other people have told them, what their soul purpose and stuff that's happening with them. So I find that there's no coincidences, obviously, with all these synchronistic moments. Even when I went to go do the live with Ishmael on my Facebook today, I clicked on it and it said 777. So, and yeah, it's just so good. So we have, look at what's coming, wealth. That doesn't necessarily mean money, but that's a good sign because this card comes up a lot in the last few days. Oh, look at that. The swan and love. So this is about not recognizing yourself on the other side of the journey. And the bard, which is pretty much what I've been doing all day, is storytelling and interweaving stories together and connections. So I don't think it's an accident that these things are happening all like across the globe. I don't think it's an accident. I'm just going to show them again. I hope they're nice and clear. Tried to make good lighting today. But I don't think it's an accident that any of this stuff is going on, because energetically, if you think about it, and for what we're all talking about the last couple of years, we are doing this split. And we might not see all the physical differences within our body, but or things that are going on, but they're happening where we're actually morphing into our higher selves. So, and getting rid of a lot of the stuff in our vibrations that doesn't serve us purpose anymore. And part of doing that is really easy. It's going through the truth of everything in the 4th dimension, and that information and integrating those lessons of everything. So that video with the family, for example, if we hold really sad, negative vibrations to it, we're not manifesting and co-creating reunification and love. And we're keeping some sort of fear in there. So if we reunite all together and co-create this reality where they are reunited in love and abundance of love and truth, then I literally think that's just like psh, all of a sudden it happens. And then we see those people that were the perpetrators, they have action called upon them very instantaneously. And I do believe we are going to witness that. So I really think we are being blissed in this new understanding of where we are in our journey and how far we've come. And I love all the interviews and chats that we've been doing lately. The family, honestly, I really look forward to bringing the video where, you know, like, remember ages ago when there was those reunited stories on America's Most Wanted, not America's Most Wanted, or Unsolved Mysteries or Dateline or something. Like, well, let's imagine that it's actual real life now. and it's this family, and where they're witnessing the reunification of them. I can't think of anything more loving or like that will be joyous to experience. So I just am really co-creating that as positively as I can amidst the darkness surrounding the information. So again, it's about going from dark to light, and through that individual shadow work is super necessary. We must let go of all the triggers that anger us to a spot where we're in that negative vibration of guilt, shame, all of that. We must love ourselves and honor our own journey on how we got here, and honor the people that are struggling in certain situation, whether they're the children, the parents, the anyone who's gone through these situations. And at some point, we all have been traumatized. So we all signed up for the soul contract to be here during this exact time right now. So that's a little bit hard to think of sometimes. But then I'm like, no, like if I knew I was going to be like this, and this before, then, and it got me to this place, then it is what it simply is. So every time we get into a place where we're like, oh, we got to just remember, send that place where it was traumatized love. And how I describe that to my son is I'm like, I didn't like my Christmas when I was 6 years old. I saw my parents fighting. Christmas was a sham, and I used to think, oh, poor me, my parents got into this big argument, very physically violent on Christmas Eve. And I went back to my little self and I said, you know what, Raven? You're super brave for being in that situation at that time. And like, think of all the challenges that you've experienced in this meat suit and rise above that, because deep down, we've been stripped down of our powers. We've had that stolen from us. So we're realizing and remembering all of our powers to go ahead and help the rest of humanity. So that's where we're at right now. So we have to release those things that are like boat anchors on us, because it does cause us more issue, and it'll come out in physical form. So it's just interesting how I see things turning out. I'm like, oh, I just trust in the universe and I have to keep present. So that's what's kind of happening. And I'm getting all my walks in every day. So Raven Moonstone on Rumble, Raven Moonstone art on Instagram, but I don't really post on there anymore, and Telegram for sure. And then here, as long as they let me not be a TERRORIST, like in my pajamas, because apparently that's what I was doing in the last video that got yanked. I don't know. I'm just sent them I love everyone, man. Like, what the heck? Light and love to everybody. Like, literally. So there's a lot of vibrations that we've gotten rid of, and a lot of things that don't hold any value to a lot of people, but we're still honoring the people who are going through those journeys. So remember, it's not a time of I told you so, because that means that you're still in a shame or blame thing. We have to just be like, it's okay, I was with you once. I was you once too. That's more, I think, a fitting vibration is the compassion, and just start loving unconditionally. So that's kind of what the cards said today, is that wealth and abundance. It's the most magical marker to me lately, and I keep getting it up, and it does, like, in the cards, and I don't think it means necessarily this so much as the whole energy transfer is getting more out there. So I have just one more quick story before I leave, just to tell you about how there is no veil right now, literally zero. I was on the train the other day, the transit here, and I was coming up from the south, very south end, I noticed there's not a lot of transit cops checking tickets anymore, nor are they helping the people who are doing drugs in the terminals. Like, it's not very safe in some spots, and it's an epidemic, and I'm not blaming the addicts that are there. This is not what I'm talking about. No. So I noticed there is very, very, very few people on the train. Like, I'm talking down to 3 people versus 40 at the same time frames. So I'm sitting on the train and I'm coming back into downtown. And this girl came and sat down beside me about halfway up the south, so 15, 20 minutes of the ride. And she was talking on a Bluetooth. And she's like trying to be discreet, but also trying to be a little bit of a, tough girl. And she's right beside me. So you can almost hear what the person on the phone is saying in her head. And she's starting to talk about how they're doing identity theft with student loans. Do you think we can do this again? Should we do it like we did it last time? No, use those fake driver's licenses and stuff. I'm like, all right, here my son is dealing with a corporation ripping him off right now for money that they forgot to cancel something. So there's money. It affects this, affects that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and here's the person beside me literally telling me, who's doing it? Anyways, it was kind of funny. So yeah, there is no veil. So keep your thoughts of a very high vibration, and know that I do think that the reason many of us have felt tired and run down, and just be mindful of your health, because the energies are integrating into our DNA. Like, it's actually helping us think of growing. Like we're growing like babies. We're still babies. So our bodies are actually changing. We need to self-care. So go in nature, drink lots of water, get lots of rest, and listen to some healing frequencies, and walk your animals, even your cats. I might walk the cat if it wasn't snowing out. But yeah, so take care of yourself, everyone, and have a good breathe in. That's right, Arlene. As big as you can, and then exhale. So remember that we are all one. We are all connected. So keep your vibrations high and know that we've already won. So don't let some of the movie affect how your vibrations are going on. And don't let some of your family, like, I've had my own issues, okay? Like, it was like somebody pushed a button and said, well, you told me if I did this 2 years ago, it was because I was mental or something. And it was because I'm like, it was like literally out of nowhere, changing lanes. I'm like, did somebody just push that button that makes these people just flip out, for no reason, and just maintain that calm vibration of they're going through their own information awakening too. So whether they heard it from us and now they're hearing it out in the public somewhere, it's going to be hard for people to go through that. Yeah. So anyways, light and love to all of you who've stuck with this channel, and thank you to YouTube for letting me coast under the wire for, I don't know, 3 years. Hanging on by a thread. So go listen to John Lennon's Imagine and tap into all of those high vibes. I love you guys. I love every one of you. And I'm just very grateful to each and every one of you, especially those of you who are helping share that video about the family. That is super important to me. I can't tell you if there was ever a time to talk about anything with your family members. Every family member that's over 18 should be watching that video, because this is how we win. The more people that acknowledge that's wrong and we stand in love and reunification, the faster it happens. So that's why it's super important to think about how fast we can work together in love and vibrations. So anyways, I love you guys all. Have a great day. Light and love.